Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday. We fighting. We out here fighting. Some other truckers. I think they can fight us. Well, they can, but like, will they win? That's a different question. It is possible to fight us. It's just the important part is win. I'm sure you probably knew that, but actually, the important part is having fun. But in this scenario, because you know what? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to have fun. As cringe as that is. Can you imagine playing games to have fun? Oof. It's awkward. It's just real awkward. Bet only. Oh, I got crushed. Nice. Only losers play games to have fun. That reminds me. Actually, you know what? Let's segue this into a discussion about what I was watching earlier. So I was watching a video, as I often do, and it was a Ross Boomsocks video. And if you don't know him, he's a League content creator, and he hasn't been emphasizing it as much recently, but he is the head of the For Fun movement, his self-appointed head, of course. And one of his goals as a content creator, at least was, again, he hasn't talked about it much recently, but one of his goals as a creator was to encourage people to play games for the fun of it, and not just to win, because that is a thing that has kind of been plaguing League for a little bit now, is just how people seem to be so much more concerned with winning the game than actually just enjoying the game that they're playing. And that's I believe, a part of the reason why the League community is so maybe slightly unfriendly. Why do I always bounce so high? But yeah, so Ross Boomsocks makes League videos primarily, and he wants people to have fun with the game. And he was talking about in his most recent video that I watched, he was talking about how back in the early days of his videos, he was like, okay, well, I can't upload a video. He felt that he couldn't upload a video unless he played well, right? Or he did well. You don't necessarily have to play well to do well, but he felt like he couldn't upload a video unless he did well in the game. So, get a bunch of kills, not a lot of deaths, that sort of thing. However, he said that nowadays his methodology is more just, hey, if my editor, he said, if Pete laughs at it, Pete's his editor. He said if he's sitting there watching it and he's, is giggling up a storm, then he says that's good. And you know what? I think, wow, I died after I killed him. Nice. I think that makes a lot of sense for someone who wants to emphasize playing games for fun rather than being super good at games. Because let's face it, Ross is a much better player than I am, but he's not a pro player and he probably never will be. And the same could be said for me in pretty much any game that I play. So I think, and it's not even just him and me, right? This is something that applies to pretty much everyone. Like, if you want to be the top 0.01% in a game, only 0.01% of people are going to be that. So the vast majority of people aren't going to be that. Like that math should be pretty obvious. What are you doing? He's doing this thing where he's not coming up here, and it's bugging the hell out of me. So yeah, I think even if you're shooting to be the best, oh my god, just come up here. Why? Even if you're shooting to be the best, I think it's good to have a mindset to just play for fun, right? It's like win or lose, you know? Because of course, here's the thing. If you want to be good at something, you'll have to do it a lot. And it's a lot harder to motivate yourself to do something if you're not enjoying it. So, if you do want to be the best, you gotta take your time to enjoy it. Okay, that's fine. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose motivation, right? You see it all the time where like, pro players in any game will like burn out for a bit because they've been playing it and they've been playing it and they get so focused on, well, I gotta win, I gotta be the best, so I gotta win all the time, every time, and it doesn't matter, and that's the only way that I'm gonna have fun with this is if I win. Yeah, it happens all the time. That's a big part of why people burn out, is because they're playing to get better, or, well, yeah, I guess pros also play to get better. It's kind of weird that I thought for a second that they don't, but yes, they also play to get better. Because there's always going to be someone better than you, even if you're faker. Yeah, so they're playing only to get better or only to win, and if you're doing that, then you're gonna burn out, you know, because you're dragging yourself into the game rather than playing it because you enjoy it. That's a good way to kill your motivation. So yeah, do what you enjoy. Is what I'm saying. Crazy, controversial take, I know. But I think it's useful. Okay, now you want to come up here. Cool. And leave? Yeah. Got him. And then he leaves. I bounce on it. Yeah, that was the smoothest I've ever done that. That being said, this makes an obvious case for why it is easy. Why getting better at a game is also fun, right? That's the thing, is a lot of the times the fun in a game comes from getting better, and it's hard to tell that you're getting better when you don't win. You know, if you don't meet your goal, which, you know, in League it's beating the enemy team, or in this game it would be finishing a level. It's harder to tell that you're improving when that's the case. Ow. Or when you, yeah. Okay. You kind of dropped the platform out from under me. And actually, for some people, that's where they get most of their enjoyment in the game. It's getting better at it. But it's happening. It's happening. If you're practicing, then it's happening. Even if it's not obvious to you. Oh my God. I really thought I was gonna die there. There we go. Can't be as easy. I was ecstatic right there when I actually pulled off the Morton fight with ease. And that makes sense. But it's not always going to be that, no matter what you're playing. So, if you can find a way to enjoy a game, regardless of how you're doing in it, that's great. It's fantastic. Got him. One more. And he runs away. I jumped too high. Come out of your shell, douche. A douche. What a douche. There we go. It's almost like I'm talking to myself. That is one thing. I think one of the biggest ways for me to get better, speaking of getting better at what I'm doing now, not playing games. That's not what I'm talking about. Making content, this sort of content, you know, let's plays, live streaming. I feel like I still need to get a little more comfortable with just being weird. Because I am weird, right? But I still feel like I'm toning it down a bit on the mic. Well, not so much that I'm toning it down on the mic specifically, but that I'm holding back, you know. I'm holding back. I could be a lot weirder than I am, and I think that would be more entertaining. But right now, I haven't been doing that just because well, I mean, at one point I did condition myself to be less weird. So peeling that back, I feel would benefit me and you, the viewing audience, because you know, people like weird people on the internet. It's kind of weird. I know why that is, actually. I know why people who are weird on the internet are liked and people who are weird in real life aren't. It's because you can, if you're watching something on the internet or if you're interacting with someone on the internet, you can just turn them off, basically. You can be like, okay, I'm tired of listening to you or watching you or whatever. And you can be like, okay, and then you just leave. You can't do that as much in scenarios like in school or at work, because you have another reason that you have to be around that. You have some sort of reason that you have to be around that person. So when they're being weird, it's like it's more of a burden, really, than doing it on the internet. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that I shouldn't be so stingy on the weirdness as I have been. What? Don't. I was afraid that was gonna fall on me. Yeah. I could be a little more weird. I could be a little more. I mean, ultimately, I am more weird, but I could show it more. That's what I'm saying. Got him. 1, 2, and then he runs. Okay, he didn't come out of his shell. He ran, but he didn't come out of his shell. 1, 2. I guess I need to spin jump. Oh, okay. He didn't even run. He was right there. Yeah, okay, this is a good spot to come out. Oh, God. Good. Good. Okay, buddy. All right. Just wanted to drop right on me with no warning, I guess. This, I still don't have a good technique for. Ow, obviously. Also, hitboxes. What are they? That's funny. How often do I say that's funny instead of laughing? I feel like it's a lot. It's kind of a weird thing to do, honestly. A little strange. Okay, that was the quirkiest thing. It's just the quirkiest. Stop. I didn't mean to wall jump there. Oh, okay. All right. We're fine. Okay, let me just chill for a bit. Hit. Jump away because I knew that was coming. But good. Good. We did it. Wink. Got him. He's coming for me. And 2. And he runs. That works. Got him. Alright. Bounce. And bounce. And got him. Yeah, I'm getting better at that. And I'm enjoying that fact. Woo! Even if I'm not beating the entire level. Yeah, how do you dodge all this fire? Don't get it. Okay, actually, though, what was that hitbox? Actually, though, that shouldn't have even been close. But maybe it won't be so close next time. Because, as for this episode, that's a wrap. Let the sound of lava lull you to sleep.